In earlier video, we discussed about cGMP basics and requirements, everything. Now, in the section of cGMP, coming to the buildings and facilities point of view, what are the requirements basically for basic buildings and facilities? Lighting, ventilation, air filtration, air heating and cooling, plumbing, sewage and refuse, washing and toilet facilities, sanitation. For all about these simple things, I will discuss as part of cGMP requirements. Coming to the first point, buildings and facilities point of view, we should have design and construction features. In for example, buildings and facilities requirements I will discuss now. Firstly, what are the basic requirements are? Buildings used for drug manufacturing must be proper size, construction, and location. The buildings must have proper size, construction, and location. And the second one is designed for easy cleaning, maintenance, and efficient workflow. For example, if there is no easy cleaning point, maintenance point, efficient workflow is not there, then there will be lot of conflicts. That's why buildings used for manufacturing must be designed for easy cleaning, maintenance, and efficient workflow. And the other is space and layout point of view. I'll let you know the simple points. The space and layout must have enough space for proper placement of equipment and materials. Whatever materials we are using for manufacturing, and the whatever equipments we are using for manufacturing that drug substance, we should have for keeping these things enough space. Coming to the layout point of view, layout must prevent mix ups. There should not be any mix up of components, containers, labels, or products. And contamination point of view, during movement of materials and personnel. And under the section of design and construction features, till now we discussed basic requirements for buildings and facilities requirements, space and layout, simple points we discussed. Now our focus will be on defined areas and controls. Simple point I'll let you know. In this, for example, defined areas and controls point of view, whatever the operations must occur in clearly defined, that operations must be occurring clearly defined and proper sized areas, including, for example, area for receiving, identifying and holding materials before approval. The materials we are progressing for its before approval, we should have the sufficiency for area for, we should have area for receiving, identifying and holding of the materials. Later, we should have the area for rejected materials. In some cases, due to the multiple failures, there will be some rejections of the materials. For segregating kept separate, we should have the separate area for rejected materials. And the third one is area for storing approved components and labels. Approved materials, after the testing, after the receiving, we are progressing for testing, later the materials are approving, we are labeling also. For that, the defined area we should have for storing of these approved components. And the other is, fourth one is storage of in process materials. During the process of API, stages wise we are manufacturing. In such cases, in process materials, whatever we are using, that storage we should have. And the fifth one is manufacturing processing areas. For manufacturing, later its processing point of view, defined area we should have. After the completion of manufacturing and processing, packaging and labeling area is very much important. And later quarantine storage for products awaiting for final release. First of all, after the manufacturing, we are proceeding for the primary packing and labeling. Later, we are progressing for sampling. Quarantine point of view, for such materials up to waiting for final release, we should have that area. And later point is storage for finished products. After the completion of that materials complete analysis, we are progressing for storaging of that finished released products. That point of view, we should have that storage, defined storage. And the ninth one is control and lab areas. For testing, analysis, everything, control and lab areas we should have. Aseptic processing areas point of view, smooth cleanable surfaces we should have. Controlled temperature and humidity should be maintained. HEPA filtered air preventive pressures, and these are the things are required. Along with these systems for environmental monitoring, cleaning, disinfection, and maintaining sterility. All these are the important features for under the section of defined areas and controls. These are the basic main important simple points for defined areas. And coming to the lightning point of view, lightning, here we are now. Lightning point of view, adequate lighting shall be provided in all areas. Coming to the testing, material handling, and manufacturing areas, engineering controls, everywhere the proper lighting is very much important. And now we are here discussing about ventilation, air filtration, air heating, and cooling point of view. For example, in these bullet points I'll give you, if you are trying to listen my words carefully, you don't require to read any guidelines specifically. These are the lines whatever I am giving to you, that are basics and important bullet points for the section of cGMP. Coming to the buildings and facilities point of view, okay, coming to the point ventilation, air filtration, air heating, and cooling point of view, the bullet points I'll discuss here, these are very much important major also. All areas must have adequate ventilation. Lighting as well as ventilation is important. Air systems must control pressure, for example microorganisms, dust, humidity, and temperature as needed. And air filtration, for example pre-filters, particulate filters must be used where appropriate. And the other is, if air is recirculated, in that cases measures must prevent contaminated air or dust from returning to production areas. For example, here what I'm stressing is recirculation point of view, air recirculation point of view, measures must, whatever the measure standards we have, that must prevent contamination of the air or dust from returning to production areas. And the other one is areas generating contaminants must have exhaust or other control systems. For example, penicillin or drug product point of view, we should handle very carefully. For example, air handling point of view, in such cases systems must be completely separate from all other human drug product systems. These are the very sensitive hypotent products, that's way. And coming to the section here, plumbing point of view, potable water, for example in manufacturing of drug products or substances point of view, we are using purified water as well as water for injection. Coming to the section now, we are discussing potable water requirements must be supplied under continuous positive pressure. With the positive pressure only it should be continuously supplied. And plumbing must be defect free to prevent contamination. Here also water point of view also will get contamination, so that defect free plumbing we should have. And the potable water must meet EPA primary drinking water standards. For example, in Code of Federal Regulations Part 40, 141 clearly describes about the potable water requirements, so that our potable water should meet EPA primary drinking water standards. And the other is, water not meeting requirements must not enter the potable system. Wherever water not meeting requirements must not enter the potable system. And the other is a drains point of view must be of adequate size, for removing the waste and everything. Drainage system should have adequate size for releasing that waste after the progressing all our process steps. And in this case, if connected to a sewer, must have an air brake or maintenance device to prevent back shippage, back shippage and contaminations. And here